Hey everyone, today we're going to go over my review of Guild Wars Reforged. We're also going to talk a bit about what's gone well, what's not gone well. So there has been some bugs as with the release, but they're mostly small. But yeah, let's get started. Just to show off first, I've created a new character in pre-searing. This is a very good example of how busy it's been. So there's still, keep in mind, we're day 2 right now. There's still 13 districts in pre-searing, and it's been pretty much non-stop busy here and in the rest of the game. So I created a character, we created a necromancer, and we took it through all of pre-searing. We didn't go for LDOA or anything, but we got, our equipment pack, we went and got the tapestry shred, we did a few quests, and then we went on to post-searing and to Ascalon. And yeah, we've seen nothing but players. I've not had to play a single mission so far without players, so we've not had to play with henchmen really. Um, but yeah, no, the response to this update has been great. There's been people playing nonstop, and yeah. Speaking of response, I wanted to show off and just thank everybody. Uh, I think my Guild Wars Reforged videos are the most popular videos I've ever had. So yeah, just thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to continue making content to kind of go over some of the stuff that's going on with Reforged, and we're going to continue our playthrough as well. So we're doing a Necro playthrough, but I've also created some other characters as well on the account just so we can build out a full main account. So if we go here, you'll see I haven't really done anything on them, but yeah, just off stream, I created a dervish, got it to the first outpost. I did play a bit on a assassin, so that was a little bit of fun. We gotta see what factions was like, and we could just look here real quick as well. You can see, this dervish. Like, there's not really a whole lot going on. Keep in mind, we're in Chabak village. This is not Commandant, so we're not even in the main city yet. And there's still just people non-stop coming into the game and playing. And the same is for factions as well. If we go here and we teleport back to Xingzhou, yeah, it doesn't look like there's many people, but it's loading, and you'll see there's actually just a ton of people playing the game. So yeah, the response has been really great, and yeah, I could not be happier right now. Our Necro is in Ruins of Sirmia. As you can see, there's people here. I was AFK here earlier this morning, and there was just people filtering into this mission nonstop. And then going into party search and then queuing up for the mission. So it's been awesome to see. Getting into some of the other stuff with the update, so the pricing of everything has changed. We now know the pricing of stuff. So if we look at the Guild Wars Reforged store now, so just a regular Guild Wars store, the game is $20. We expected that. Eye of the North is actually $9, which is actually half price to what it was before, which is great. The bonus mission pack is also $6, so we have an idea of what the pricing of different types of things that they could release in the future will be. So if we see a new DLC that's Eye of the North size, it's probably going to be 10 to 15 bucks, I would imagine, and then bonus mission packs, if we get more of those, are going to be 6 to 10 bucks, I would imagine. But the pricing for everything else has changed as well, so pretty much for the most part everything has gone down $1 or more. You can see some of the stuff like the character name changes. These were 10 bucks before. They've gone down to 6. The mercenary heroes went down $1 as well, so you can get more mercenary heroes for cheaper. Again, I've talked about it before. I wouldn't really recommend the skill packs personally, but the costumes, these used to all be $10 or more, and they've all gone down to $4 to $6, depending on which outfit it is. So, yeah, it's been really great to see the new pricing. Looking at the player numbers, so obviously we can't see the amount of people playing the game in the Guild Wars client, so the regular Guild Wars client, but we can get a little bit of a peek into it with the Steam numbers. So there was 5,356 people playing yesterday, and that was just on Steam. So for reference, I would say probably, well, we would be very, very lucky if it was a fifth of the player base playing on Steam. So I would estimate there's probably somewhere between 20 2,000 people to, you know, like 30,000 people playing the game right now. And that's just what I would guess, you know, based off of these numbers, based off of what I've been seeing as well. The pre-searing yesterday when it launched went up to 16 districts. I think it was actually 17 at one point, somebody had mentioned. And even post-searing Ascalon, it was at 4 districts. It's just been nonstop crazy. Somebody did actually make a chart, which I thought would be useful to share. So this is essentially the chart of, like, should I buy Guild Wars 2 on Steam? I'll just show the chart on screen. I'm not going to go over every facet of this, but yeah, I'll have a link to this picture in the description. If you're still debating whether or not you should buy it on Steam, this chart is good. One thing I will say that did not get mentioned in here is the download servers. It's been so busy, the download servers were having issues. So one benefit to buying on Steam is they actually uploaded the full DAT file of this update with the Steam update. So if you buy it on Steam and download the Steam version, it's a lot faster to download the game. But yeah, that said, obviously, you know, not everybody's going to spend 20 bucks just for a faster download, so I wouldn't really recommend that unless you really have to. But yeah, I just thought that this was a cool little thing that somebody had put together to answer the question of, you know, should I buy the game on Steam and use a Steam account? Now, getting into some of the problems, there were various bugs throughout the day. There still are some bugs that exist. So you can see down here in the hotfixes section, we'll just try to zoom in so we can see it a bit better. They fixed a few crash bugs, and I was affected by this bug. When you're in full screen mode, you could not set your you could only set to MSAA 2 times. You couldn't set it to 8 times. So that was a bug that was happening. They fixed a bunch. Oh, it's not really mentioned here, but there was a bunch of rendering bugs that they had fixed. They've not fixed all of them, but yeah, there's been some weirdness around some of the settings, specifically around post-processing effects. There's still a few, so I believe if you use some pcons while you have post-processing effects enabled, it still can cause some graphical glitches, so you have to turn post-processing off temporarily. But yeah, there was just a few crash bugs that got fixed, and then they did some server maintenance stuff. I will say the response from their team, that they did very well. I think that they immediately jumped on issues. For the most part, there was no issues throughout the day, so we were just running through the game. There wasn't any issues, and that's one thing I do want to mention at one point with the amount of people. So in with them releasing these updates, just like Guild Wars 2, there was new builds of the game in place, so every time there was a new build, it would split the player base. But at one point, when I went to, you know, reload the game to update, so I was reloading the game, there was 15 districts in pre-searing, and then I reloaded the game and there was 10 in the new instance. So when I left the one, there was 15 in the one and then 10 in the other. So that just goes to show you how many people were filtering into the game at once. And if they had not done the updates, who knows, we might have been at 20 something plus pre-searing districts, which would have been crazy to have at once. The other issue the main issue that I had saw was with character slots and previous account upgrades. So if you had a Prophecies account or a Factions account or a Nightfall account and it didn't have anything else unlocked, what did happen is ArenaNet gave everybody the rest of the games, the rest of the campaigns for free, right? Except Eye of the North. So that did work fine for everybody. It was actually out a day early as well, so that's something I think a lot of people noticed. But one problem that has popped up is some people aren't getting the extended character slots. So with this update, you're supposed to also get at least 8 character slots. So it's supposed to set your account to 8 character slots if you previously had 4, for example, I think. So if you are in that, you know, group of people who had a key previously, got upgraded but doesn't have more than the 4 character slots, the 6 character slots, for example, I would say create a ticket for ArenaNet support. They said that they're aware of the issue, but essentially they don't know what the fix is for it yet. So yeah, make a ticket, and that hopefully they'll help you get you sorted out. I know the support has been kind of reamed since the update. There's been a lot of people going on about, you know, having to get their account back and that kind of thing. So I would say yeah, put your ticket in, just be patient, and they'll get to you when they can. But yeah, that's all I had for this one. Thanks for everybody for watching again. I will say I'm going to continue playing today, so if you're looking for more gameplay, twitch.tv/Shiburito. We're probably going to be playing this into the weekend and then into next week as well. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and have a good day. See ya.